Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm back working in my Me, Myself, and I album. I'm going to be documenting a few prompts in my album today. I'm going to start with my first one, which is favorite shows. You guys know I love binge watching shows, and I had a few favorites from the past few months. And these are my top favorites. Obviously, The Crown. I was so excited for the last season and was waiting very patiently. I also watched Shrinking, which was so good, and an Arabic show that I binged watched with my sisters. So I went ahead, grabbed the prompt, favorite shows, and at the top of the prompt page, there was like a little section where you can kind of tick off your favorite show if it was a drama or a comedy or whatever. But because I'm documenting 3, I decided to cover up that section and have all 3 shows at the top. I will also be stamping my star ratings. They're obviously all 5s. I do forget to add the last star rating for my last show, but I'll come back in and fix that. And I'm going to have to fix my arch as well, because I'm going to use my arch to stamp the prompt number. I'm also going to use my arch to stamp the little TV because it represents my prompt. So I'm going to start by stamping my prompt number on my arch, and then I'm going to stamp my little TV set, and I'm going to stamp right underneath the TV set, currently watching. But once I stamp it and I want to add it to my page, I noticed that I forgot to stamp the star ratings for my 3rd show, and this is where I'm going to have to change things up. I stamped the star ratings, and then I'm going to have to trim off currently watching because it will not fit anymore. And I don't want to get rid of the currently watching that I trim off. So what I'm going to end up doing is just using it on the arch. I'm going to stick it down right in the center of my TV set. And you're going to see me do all of that in a second. But I didn't want to waste it. It was really cute. So I end up just adding it to the TV set, and it looks pretty cute, and I don't mind the boo-boo. I do this all the time. I always try to figure out how to use things and how to fix things while I'm working on my spreads. So I'm just going to go ahead and color in my star ratings, and then I'm going to flip over my card and document prompt number 10, which is my favorite person. So for my favorite person this year, I'm documenting my sisters. They are my people. I am so lucky to have 2 amazing sisters in my life that I can rely on and tell them all my secrets and not worry about, somebody spreading my secrets, basically. So I'm going to stamp my sisters in this little empty space where it says name, because I don't think stamping both of them is going to fit in that space. So I decided to just go for my sisters. I have this photo of the 3 of us, and I'm going to add my journaling. So I decided to add the journaling at the top, and on the bottom space, there's a little half circle that says simply the best, and I want to use that half circle. So what I decide to do is to not add my number at the bottom and to actually stamp 10 and add my arch to the top. I'm going to trim off the tip of the arch. I'm not going to use the whole arch. And I know a lot of people have asked me if this is wasting a little embellishment, and it is not, because I'm not using the bottom portion. You make it work for you. Sometimes I use the full arch for my journaling and my number, and sometimes I don't need it, so I'm okay with trimming it off and just using the top portion. Now, once I stick that down, All I'm going to do on the bottom is pretty it up. I'm going to use some puffy stickers. I'm going to use the chipboard sheet as well. And I'm also going to be stamping in that space. I just wanted to make it cute and pretty and a little bit different than the rest of the prompts. And so I'm just going to use what I have on hand and try to match my embellishments with my arch. I'm done adding the embellishments, but I still feel like there's some space for me to stamp. So I'm going to grab a very old Calico stamp and stamp grateful for these guys. And I'll also grab some washi just to kind of fill in that bottom space. I just wanted to create a little cluster of embellishments and stamping. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to grab my pen, just add a tiny bit of color to the top, and then we can move on to prompt number 11. So for prompt number 11, it's my favorite treats. And you guys, this was hard because I love treats. I love all kinds of things. So what I decided to do was just to stick to a few and create a little fun collage on Canva. This is really easy to do. If you are a Peach member of my YouTube channel, you have seen or watched a few of my Canva videos where I share how to create certain collages like these, how to create my cell phone collage as well. So it's really easy to put together, and because I've already done the hard work on Canva, all I have to do for this prompt is stamp my prompt number, which again, I'm just going to use the tip of my arch. And then I'm going to grab one of the chipboards from my chipboard sheet to add to my collage. I end up just using the chipboard that says favorite. I'll add that right in the center. It was so easy to do because I have already done the hard work in Canva. So now I can move on to prompt number 12. So for prompt number 12, I'm documenting what upsets me, what makes me really mad. And this was a post online that really got under my skin, and it's something to do with our president in Gaza. So I wanted to document that. I will be using the arch this time around for journaling. I'm not going to be sharing the journaling about this because I just don't want to deal with the nasty comments. And sadly, that's the world we live in right now. So I'm just not going to share my journaling for this prompt. So I'm just going to keep my arch for now blank. I'm going to stamp the number, but I'm not going to add my journaling. And my photo is going to be like a little pocket for my journaling. I also will grab an old Kelly Perky stamp to stamp an angry face and add that right underneath my photo just to fill in that empty space right there. I know there's a little arrow, but I still felt like I needed to add something. So I'm just going to stamp an angry face on some sticker paper, punch it out, and add that in that space, and it fills it really nicely. And it also brings in some of the red from breaking on my photo to the bottom portion of the layout. I'm done with prompt number 12. Let's move on to prompt number 13. And because I already worked on what makes me mad, I thought on the opposite page, I would document what makes me cry. In the past 100 days, there's a lot of things that are happening in Gaza that has made me cry constantly. But this picture will stay with me for the rest of my life. This mother holding her dead child, I can't talk about it because it makes me so upset. I wanted to document that. And yes, it's a sad and heartbreaking photo and moments, but I wanted to have this in my album this year because this is how I feel right now. So I went ahead, I'm going to add my photo, I'm going to add my journaling right underneath the photo, and I'm basically just going to use the arch to stamp out my prompt number. I will color in Cry and keep it as is. I'm not going to add anything to this page. It's a heartbreaking layout, but it has to be documented. And I say this all the time. Yes, you want to look at your albums and just see happy moments, but also our lives are not just full of happy moments. For me, especially in 2023, there was a lot of sad moments. So make sure to document those moments. And that's why I made sure to add these types of prompts in my Me, Myself, and I list of prompts, because we should be documenting the happy, the sad, the angry, the ugly, all of it. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up. This was fast and quick. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.